What's up YouTube, JSN WWF here. Just finished watching WrestleMania 26 in Raw via torrent. Can't put the link in the description else YouTube will remove my page, so I put the WrestleMania 26 video links on my profile page so you can go and check it out there. Shawn Michaels retires. Good things always have to end, and unfortunately this great thing had to end. There were a couple matches that I still wanted to see Shawn Michaels in that he didn't have, but it's all good. Saw the farewell speech, so that just gave me a reason to come on YouTube and list my top Shawn Michaels matches and top Shawn Michaels moments throughout the years. Now you gotta understand, with me growing up watching WWF, Shawn Michaels was my favorite wrestler of all time. He was my childhood hero, and if my mic doesn't sound too good, it's because I'm using the computer mic, and that's a shitty mic. If you want a good mic, you need to go out and buy it, and I'm not going to do that. My list starts off with Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Now, they had several matches. I think the only two matches that didn't end with a dirty finish were the last two matches they had at WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 26. Now, as to which match is better, I'm gonna go with WrestleMania 25, only because it was a little longer. Now, out of all the matches that they had, my favorite spot was the moonsault from the top of the turnbuckle onto the table. That was fucking crazy. Their Hell in a Cell match was great. That was with Kane's debut. They had a match with when Shawn Michaels was the special guest referee at SummerSlam versus Bret Hart. And I think that started the feud. I'm not too sure, but that was at SummerSlam. It was a great match. He had these matches with Razor Ramon. Now, everyone says that the ladder match at WrestleMania 10 was great, but my favorite match was the one they had at SummerSlam, and you know, they had great chemistry together. My favorite match with Y2J and Shawn Michaels was the one they had at Judgment Day recently, and the one they had at WrestleMania 19 was pretty good too. That whole feud was great. The matches he had with Kurt Angle were really good. Now the one that they had at WrestleMania 21, I thought was the best, of course, but it's the crowd that really made that match for me. Shawn Michaels versus Vince at WrestleMania 22, one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. Shawn Michaels versus Cena. I don't like John Cena, but I gotta give it to him. It was a great match they had on the Raw, that 1 hour classic that they called. It wasn't really an hour, but it was damn near close to an hour. HBK versus Vader, SummerSlam. That's the one where they had about 3 different finishes. They kept restarting the match over and over and over, and Shawn Michaels finally beat him. I think that's the one where Vader went for a moonsault and missed. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. HBK versus Sid, I told you about that one. Survivor Series 1997. HBK versus Rey Mysterio, the one that I think it happened this year on SmackDown, where he just knocked Rey Mysterio's head off. HBK versus Shelton Benjamin, that's another one where it was a springboard kick to the face. The one he had against Ric Flair, I mean, it wasn't that great, but it was an emotional match, and that's what made it special. The one he had against Shane McMahon, Saturday Night's Main Event, a lot of people forget about that one, but wrestling a guy like Shane McMahon, who isn't really a wrestler, I thought it was a pretty damn good match. He had my favorite moment with Shawn Michaels. His promo in Montreal is probably my favorite wrestling moment of all time. That and the beginning of the Kiss My Ass Club, because JR's commentary was so good. Not JR, King's commentary. He made me crack up when I was watching that. When he kicked Booker T after Booker T thought he was going to be in the NWO, that's one of my favorite moments. You know, when he shoved Marginelli through the window. I mean, it's been shown so much. It wasn't that great of a moment when I first saw it, because I wasn't really a Shawn Michaels fan at that point. I was really into corny characters like Tatanka, Ultimate Warrior, you know, guys like that. Which, what else? when he impersonated Hulk Hogan uh, on the fake Larry King live show. And again, the match he had against Hulk Hogan was pretty good, even though he was goofing off and bouncing around like a cartoon character. Still a great match, I thought. Um, I wanted to ask you and leave your comments in the comment box below. What's your favorite Shawn Michaels match of all time, and who that Shawn Michaels haven't wrestled before would you have liked to see him wrestle? Now, the list that I comprised is Samoa Joe, Sting, AJ Styles, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Ultimate Warrior, as bad as that match may be, Ricky Steamboat, Bob Backlund. I don't know if they wrestled yet, but you know, I'd like to see them both in their prime. Now, I know that he wrestled against Macho Man before, but I'd like to see the 1996, 1997 Shawn Michaels versus the 1991 Macho Man. RVD. Now they wrestled before, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a long match, and they didn't have a feud. I'd like to see a excuse me, heel HBK versus the RVD feud. I think they could put some great matches together. I don't think he wrestled Taz. I don't think that would be a great match, but it would just be nice to see how they would hook up the two different styles. So answer those two questions: your favorite Shawn Michaels moment, not a match, favorite moment, and your favorite match, and which you'd like to have seen Shawn Michaels in their prime wrestle. I picked my match would be Sting and then Samoa Joe, but whatever. It's kind of funny that and hard to believe that Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels both retired in the same night. Alright, that's it.